Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today we're making Algerian Frik Shorba. Firstly, Ramadan Mubarak to you all. I pray you all have a blessed month, inshallah. So if you'd like to know how I made this, then just stay tuned. All the ingredients and the exact measurements will be in the description box. So you want to start off by chopping up all of the ingredients. I used 3 medium-sized onions. Just to let you guys know, this recipe does make 14 portions and will last me and my husband just over a week. So if you'd like to make less, then feel free to use 2 onions instead. I used 2 courgettes. Again, the same thing applies. If you'd like to make half of this recipe, just use 1 courgette instead, and then just half the rest of the mentioned ingredients and spices as well. I like to grate the veg for my shorba simply because I like it with bits and I don't really like everything to be fully processed. I just prefer it this way. 1 carrot, so I'm just going to grate that down as well. This is totally optional as well. There's so many different ways of making shorba depending on your family, the part of Algeria, and obviously your preferences as well. Some people like to add potatoes or peppers in as well. I used a handful of coriander and mint. Make sure to chop them up as well. I used 300 grams of meat. Start off by heating up 4 tablespoons of olive oil. Add in 1 tablespoon of ghee. This is also totally optional, but I just know that it makes such a difference to the overall flavour as well. You want to start off by cooking the meat in the oil first. I am using mutton instead of lamb, simply because my local halal butchers were completely out of stock, and this was on the first day of Ramadan, but I guess it's better than nothing. Once your meat has changed in colour, you want to add in your onions and let them brown on low heat for about 5 minutes. You don't want them to burn, so do make sure you keep a close eye on them. You want to add in 2 tablespoons of tomato puree and mix that all up. Then you want to add in the spices. So it's really simple. It's 2 tablespoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of black pepper, and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. Here I did add a tablespoon of harissa as well. Add in your coriander and your mint. Make sure to leave some for the end as well, so don't use it all up. Add in your veg and cook this for about 10 to 15 minutes on medium heat, stirring as you go along. You want to prepare your chickpeas and your wheat and put them aside because you'll be adding them in the end. I used 2 cans of plum tomatoes. I blended that ready to add into the veg. Once you see your veg has incorporated well into the spices, you want to add in your tomatoes. Once it goes from a bright red to a dark orangey reddy kind of colour, you want to start adding in your water. I used 5 cups of water eventually, but I would say add as you go along. Shorba isn't really a thick or heavy soup, but it's not too runny either, so that's why I'd recommend adding in water gradually, because it kind of just depends on the heat that you're using. You want to add in a little bit more coriander and mint. You want to squeeze a little bit of lemon juice. So once you've added in your chickpeas and your wheat, just let that cook on medium heat for about 10 more minutes and your shorba's ready. Now, I don't have to make any more shorba for the next week because I've got more than enough to last me and my husband a whole week, which is amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do subscribe and like for more videos. Salam!